for some football now from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's got some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
That last run got 4. So here comes 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he could clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's ETN. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll step up and run this.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Jaguars. 1st down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Open right side. That strains the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the
Call it
play.
a gain of 13. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll step up and run, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
In motion is Hunter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. Third and long. This one caught left side, that's screen. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their second possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a first and 10. This drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
From the gun, it's Young. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
And in motion is Brown. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Through the middle of the field. And he will score. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars are out to a 10-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Young to throw on 1st and 10. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Renfro brought in motion. On 2nd down, Young. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfro. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this stays a 2-score game. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a 1st down. So, Dave Canales will bring in the field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
That penalty is declined.
Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Brian Thomas now in the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. And in motion is Brown. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
19-yard line.
Second down, Lawrence. Over the middle, it is Strange. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball is put right on the money for a big pickup.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. First and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He will find Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 6. They put Strange in motion. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Moving to his left. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard
De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. Gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For
Brenton Strange was his intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. Everything you want to do quarter, get the ball with the lead, and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jaguars move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Panthers 3.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Young, that into the hands of Hubbard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He's going to tuck it and go. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, we've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On the move left. Off he goes. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. They come with a minute 25 left to go in the contest.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Panthers are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Panthers 10.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The Jags offense ready to take over once again. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but burning that timeout early really comes back to cost them now. This runs straight ahead for ETN. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.